Okay, let's take a look at this. It's interesting. Think you'll want definitely want some more edge loops on this. Control Shift X, and I've got symmetry on, and maybe a few there, and then you can make the shape a little bit more interesting. Like maybe for example, you could scale that out a little bit, and maybe I don't know, scale this one in. This one maybe gets a little tighter. Starts to have a little bit more shape. Maybe you need like a couple holding edges, like here and here, to kind of get that sharp distinction, like you have in the drawing. Even here, maybe, if you want that hard edge. Um, and yeah, there's a gap here, so maybe you just want to tuck this in. Not really liking the geometry here. The way that kind of goes up, and you have these very long edges. I might, hold Control Shift X and just. Oh, look, it's different left and right as well. You see that this area is different from that area. This looks a little better, I think. I wonder why they ended up different. I don't know which one's better. I think I think this left side's better. So let's turn off symmetry, and then I didn't want points. I wanted faces. Let's just check our selection here. Okay, delete that, and then I'm just gonna select the verts along the center line and make sure I'm in the move tool and open up this little interface here. You can see it collapse and expands, absolute transform, 0 in the X direction, enter, right mouse click, object mode, shift right mouse click, mirror options, turn off cut geometry, turn on combine with original, merge border vertices, custom 0.001 mirror. Okay, so that's symmetrical, and yeah, it's looking a little better. I'd still say need more topology here. Control Shift X, and I'll just hold down Shift and just slice straight through. Um, and I can always adjust this, like double click, Shift right mouse click, slide edge, middle mouse drag. Hey, there we go. Oh, it starts to do this, kind of trying to match the shape of the thing above, which I don't like that much, but I could also try just moving it up. I think that's alright. And then now that you have more, you can just give it a little bit more shape, maybe. Okay. Yeah, and again, you have some pretty elongated faces here, which isn't so great, and this is falling apart a bit. I think definitely should have some kind of holding edge here to hold that together. Maybe there. So that's kind of holding a harder edge now. Let's take a look at the hands. Yeah, I think you just need to work on this bottom part here that's looking a little funny. And yeah, this is looking a little twisted, and so, oh, and it's not connected to the arm, so let's, I don't know what kind of happened here, but let's take a look. So I'm gonna get rid of this last row here, and let's do surfaces, scope, geometry tool, options, smooth. We'll turn off reflection and hold down B, left mouse drag, and just kind of just try to just touch on this a little bit to try to even out the topology some, because there's some really sort of bunched up, twisted up areas, and sometimes this can help with that. You might have to, you might kind of lose some of the form, some of the shapes, so you might have to get that back after you do this, but it gives you kind of a good starting point for, you know, a more even topology. And I feel like this could maybe twist a little bit, sort of straighten that out some. And then this has display, heads up display, poly count 24, and this has 12. So we've got our work cut out for us here. You know, I would finish shaping this more, like maybe you want to kind of pull out. I'm just going to grow that, and then B for soft select, and then kind of move this down. Oops, not that way. You know, just kind of thickening this up a little bit. That can push back some, but okay. Alright, and so then we have to go through this process of, I'm just going to isolate this, of getting this down to 12. I showed this in a separate video, but I'll do it here as well. So I'm going to do the multi-cut tool, Control-Shift-X, and I'll click at the top. I'll cross over one, and then go to the bottom of its neighbor, enter, and then do that again here. Cross over one, go to the bottom there. Make sure you see the red dot before you click, so it's exactly on that vert. And these two new edges look to me like two sides of an A, so then I'll cross the A in the middle, enter. And then we're going to delete some edges. Oops, let's get out of soft select here, B. Right mouse click edge, and I select these four, and I like to think that looks like a little child's drawing of a house. So we sort of delete the house. Shift right mouse click delete edge. And what you get now is an edge loop that loops back on itself. So they're all still four-sided faces. And then we're just going to repeat that all the way around. So let me just do this because it's not tumbling well around this. F, okay, that's better I think. Control Shift X, and here to there. Cross the A, select the house, Shift right mouse click delete edge. Okay, and again, Control Shift X, here to here, enter, cross the A, enter, select the little house, delete edge. And here to there, enter, cross, enter, select this, shift right mouse click delete edge. So let's see how we're doing. Okay, 16, we need to get down to 12. So keep going. Here, there, enter, cross the A, delete the, oops, delete the house, Control Shift X, here to here, enter, cross the A, enter, edge, here, select the house, delete edge. Okay, how are we doing now? Please say it's 12. It is 12. Okay, and let's unisolate that, and select these two, mesh combine, and select this edge and that edge, shift right mouse click, bridge, and there we go. We've got a seamless connection to the arm. Yeah, and then the feet I thought looked kind of like, these toes really need some work. Maybe you want to get some reference. I imagine them being much thinner here and then being kind of, you know, let me just take this a few steps back. Okay. I'm just going to delete that. Oh, you've got an inside face here. We don't want that. That could cause you some... Oh, there's two of them. Okay, that can cause you some woe. So let's put this back in. Double click. Oh, okay, there's something. There's just like split up here or something. Oh, look at that. There's like a tear on the surface. Let's select this. Control F9. Edit mesh merge options. 0.001 to make sure it's just merging the verts right on top of each other. Merge. And that should not split open anymore. No, it doesn't. Okay. So, and then right mouse click edge, double click, shift right mouse click, fill hole, control shift X, and we can put these edges back in here to here, enter, here to there, enter. Okay, and then let's, I might take these and scale them flat, and then let's take these three edges, 1, 2, 3, Control E, and keep faces together is off. We'll scale that down a little bit, maybe a little bunch, and then Control E again, and here's the toes, and then Control E, maybe scale these up. Control E again. Anyway, I'm doing it pretty rough without looking at the reference, but hopefully you got the idea of, I think they definitely need to be thicker, but you're starting to get sort of toes a little bit like that. Yeah, and the pants, again, probably some more geometry in the middle of the thigh there. I'll just, whoops, start on the outside, hold down shift, and just slice right through. Huh, why isn't it? Oh, now it's working. I don't know. Yeah, and then you can maybe adjust the shape a little bit, just to keep them kind of alive. All right, so yeah, so some touch-ups and fixing, but you're on good progress.